and Marc Castro joins us now, just ahead of his pro debut, and he's itching to get into the gym ahead of his time in 20 minutes. So let's welcome him along. And Marc, it's great to have you. It's great to have you in Tulsa, and it's an interesting dynamic around your pro debut. I bet you probably weren't expecting it to be quite like this.
Thank you for having me. But yes, it's quite the experience, and it's going to be a memorable one.
Great stuff, guys. Listen, this young man is someone that Eddie Hearn fought tooth and nail to sign, and he really had to fight off a lot of competition to get him on board. And everything we've seen of him so far, just in the build-up and in his training camp, and even on the ground here in Tulsa, shows he's got an incredible future ahead of him. So please fire away with questions. I believe, Marc, have you got one there, sir?
Yeah. Hey, Marc, can you put in words what it's like to prepare for your pro debut all the while during a global pandemic? What are the bittersweet parts of it? What are the challenges of it?
I'm thankful and I'm blessed to have a own private gym, so that wasn't an issue. The issue was keep staying clean, staying away from people, and finding sparring partners. I only had one sparring partner, so the main thing was just staying safe and just not going out and just staying clean and just staying COVID free, because you can have COVID and not have no symptoms.
Is it bittersweet that, the fans won't be in attendance for this pro debut?
Yes, it is bittersweet, but hey, I'm kind of just like, it's like a new era. I just had to adapt to it. You have to adapt because that's what fighters do. But the main thing is just my family. I have a lot of people supporting me back home, and once there's fans, everybody will come out.
Thanks a lot, Marc. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you, Marc. Any further questions, guys? Please chime in.
Hi, Marc. My name is Ivy. So it's your pro debut this weekend. How do you feel about that?
I'm excited, full of emotions, but the main thing is I'm focused. I prepared for this moment my whole life, and my family's sacrifices, all a testimony. And I'm just excited, and I'm anxious to see how all turn out.
How'd you get into boxing, actually?
My dad was an amateur boxing coach. I started at 4 years old. I didn't really like boxing at all until the age of like 15, until I started really winning a lot. But it was kind of like a chore. I would have to do it every day, no matter what other sport I like to do. And it just stuck, and I was really good at it.
So with the COVID pandemic, how'd you have to prepare for this fight?
Just in the gym every day, training, but just staying away from people. That was the weirdest part, because my family is always close. So we were just like always wearing masks around each other, just because we don't want this fight to fall out.
So what are you looking most forward to for the fight?
I'm looking forward to getting the victory, honestly, and making my family and my dad proud.
Is there anyone out there that you actually want to fight?
Not right now. It's my pro debut. You never know. Weights can change, belts can change, and like my main thing is just be the best version of myself every day.
Totally. Good luck this weekend.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ivy. Guys, further questions for Marc, please?
Yeah, I've got one. Hi, Marc from London. How are you doing?
Good.
I read some very interesting things about you. I don't know whether they're all true or not, but like if you'd actually been 6'6", you'd have been a basketball player. If you'd been a little bit taller in your freshman year, you probably would have been a soccer player. Obviously, you've got athletic genes. And I don't believe you're not looking at any other boxer, because you must, given how everyone's talking about you, you must be looking at the big defining fight of your career, probably in about 2.5 years, 3 years time, is going to be a fight with Vasyl Lomachenko. You must look at Vasyl Lomachenko and think, I'm the right size, he's the right name, he'll be at the peak of his powers, I'll be the young rising star. You must look at Vasyl Lomachenko as a future opponent.
Honestly, me calling out Lomachenko, I look crazy right now, but
looking.
Yeah, you always want to shoot for the big names in the sport. but yeah, if the opportunity presents itself, like I'm not backing down from any challenge. But I believe that Lomachenko, he's really talented, and he has 2 gold medals for a reason. But yeah, back to the soccer. I really wanted to be a soccer player growing up. That was my thing, soccer player.
Were you very, very talented at it then?
Yeah, I was playing under 14s at the age of 10. So I was tiny, but I was fast and I was good. But my dad just took me out because he's like, you work too hard for a team. I want you to be in an individual sport.
And have you found that eventually? That because apparently when you were 4'10", age 15 or whatever, you were actually brilliant at basketball as well amongst the giants, kind of thing. Is that
Yeah.
true?
Yeah, I was really good at basketball. My dad didn't really like me playing basketball. I was still boxing at the time.
Mm.
And my dad was just like, I was going to tournaments, I was winning the tournaments, but my focus is going to play basketball, go do this, go and do that. But the boxing stuck, and I made Team USA. I won gold medals overseas, and I just fell in love with the sport.
And finally, like a lot of other great sports people who will have told many of us over the years, now that you're in an individual sport, you've got your own gym, as you say, you're able to control your own environment. Have you landed on your feet with that? And do you realize now you wouldn't have been happier in those other sports where you could have the game of your life, the game of forever, and yet you might not win,
Yeah. And the thing I'm learning the most is I just got to find motivation within myself with the little things, getting better boxing equipment, or just staying in the gym. And like you said, like, it's my gym. I keep it clean. And it's my home. It's my peace. And I really enjoy being in the gym every day. And my dad's my coach, so I communicate, and we got a great relationship. So if I'm feeling some type of way, like kind of like sore, tired, he'll know how to pick up the slack, and it just great. It's a great feeling because I paid my dues to get where I'm at.
Have you ever been interviewed before by a lady in a bikini by a swimming pool or not?
No, not at
But
all.
there is one right now. Can you see Crystal Hart there? She's wearing a bikini, sitting by a swimming pool. That's a first, isn't it?
Where? I don't see her. Oh, here. Oh yeah, I see her.
She's sitting by a swimming pool in a bikini with a towel around her. You've never been interviewed like that before, but you will be by the swimming pools in Las Vegas eventually and everything. So
Yeah, eventually.
thank you very much. Thank you.
Mark, that's an early meeting there for you with the one and only Gareth Davies. Hopefully, in the years to come, you two will become very, very firm friends at many, many world title fights and so forth. Because, and yeah, he's a bit of a character as well, Gareth. Guys, any more questions, please, for Mark?
Hey, Mark.
What's up?
Hey, the perspective that you have being a fighter coming in on your debut, I would imagine you've watched a lot of the boxing that's happened since fighting has resumed. Have you taken a look at any of the guys that have made their debut, or any of the fighters in their first 4 or 5 fights? Have you particularly studied them to see how they reacted to the environment?
Yes, definitely. Like Virgil Ortiz, or like Ryan Garcia, or just the guy that just fought the other day, Vito. I just been watching them and just seeing how they react to the punches, and just like how they come out there, and just how it's different from an amateur fight. Like, you kind of take your time more, and you just need to sit on your punches. And the main thing I just learned is everybody, they look anxious, but they're ready to get to work. They know what they got to do, and they're just kind of more careful and more cautious.
Here in the States, we see quite a bit discussion online about the zone and so on and so forth. What's your outlook and your level of enthusiasm in being a part of what the zone is trying to do long term?
Well, the zone is great. I believe the zone's the future, and everybody likes to kick it when it's down, when something's down. So I feel like once this all plays out, DAZN's gonna get back on his feet. Is gonna get back on track, and just I feel like it's the future, and everything else is still going good, and just ESPN's doing their thing. There could be two successful business in the same industry, so there's no need to hate on each other.
Well said. Last question. Just we've seen some of the younger fighters bounce back and rather quickly. Is that something for you? You get a win this week. Would you be interested in trying to get back on the very next stream that DAZN would have?
Yes, definitely. I would love to be active, but I'm not even sure when the next show is.
Yeah, I know everything is messed up right now.
Yeah, so I'm just ready. I'm gonna stay in the gym. I'm excited, and I'm loving life. I'm loving this.
Congratulations and best of luck to you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thanks very much, Reddy. Any more questions for Mark before he pops to the gym? Obviously, remiss of me to actually say that on Saturday night, Mark will be the feature attraction on Saturday. He will fight before the main event, so it's a great spotlight for him on his debut weekend. Any last questions for Mark, please? Okay, in that case, guys, we'll let Mark go. I think he's probably going to get on a knock on the door shortly from security to take him up to the gym, and we'll bring in Nikita Ababi. Thanks so much, Mark.
Thank you.